I'm pleased to announce today's session that is regarding the innovation, how the prototype, the validations can be converting those innovations into a startup. And for that, today the guest of session is Dr. JNPP Ananta Lakshmi ma'am. She is an innovation ambassador, MOE, and currently spearheading as Assistant Professor of Commerce. First of all, I'd like to welcome you, ma'am, on this platform today for gracing this occasion so that everybody is getting benefited. The student community and rather the entire academic community get benefited out of your talk. So a brief introduction about ma'am. From the last 18 years, she has been into academics and she's highly qualified with doctorate in commerce, and she has been spearheading the students with research and mentoring them in the research preparation, the submission and publication of the research, and motivating the students for the startups. And the one of the best faculty awards which she has won many times during her tenure in this college. And to name some, she was currently playing the role of the convener for Institution Innovation Council and received the Women Excellence Award in 2021 by ILDC AMP, that is International Leadership Development Council, which is an academy of management professionals. Also, she was appointed as academic and research advisor at this particular college, that is Veda Vignan Academic and Research Center in Hyderabad. And she was the only lady who got the highest grant during her tenure. And her PhD research topic is performance of hire purchase and leasing companies. So we are very blessed to have you, ma'am, today on this particular platform. And I think everybody will be benefited by listening to your, what I would like to say is the beautiful words, your experience, which will be lauded. And we are very blessed to have you on this platform, ma'am. The platform is yours, ma'am. Please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Um, Now, I want to share. I would like to share my presentation.
Yes, you
Can
can
I
share,
share
ma'am.
my
Yes,
presentation?
yes. Go ahead, ma'am.
Good morning. Can I know which stream of the students are present here,
This
or
is both, ma'am, management, engineering, and science backgrounds.
is faculty also there?
Yeah,
Again, all of
definitely.
you. Yeah, welcome to this program of conversion of innovation idea to startup. I think my introduction has been over. Sir, it's a great privilege for me to share my knowledge or my suggestion to all the youngsters because the youth are very important for the world. Now, this is our topic, students, innovation converting into a startup. See, you should think innovatively. That's why I kept this picture. There are plenty of fishes in the sea, but the best idea is for you. What is the different fish and different way of projecting? That is what innovation. So this is what I'm expecting you all. At least after this seminar, I could few students I could able to mold them in terms of innovation and startup. Then my purpose of talking here is fulfilled. Now come to the our session. So first of all, we have to define and assessing the entrepreneur mindset. See, students, great idea leads to great business model. That depends upon your idea business model framework will be there. While framing the business model, you should have some case studies. You should have some framework. An idea to explore what is your idea actually, and one more thing you have to remember, students, you should avoid the shyness. Simple doubt, for example, in the class or in for the faculty, when you're asking, you may feel shy that the doubt is very simple. How should I ask my teacher, or how should I ask my mentor? That shyness you avoid. See, you are all there for you to clarify your doubts and innovative mindset. We are there to mentor you. That's all. That should be in your mind. And even though small things are there, you should ask many people, and also you should discuss with whichever you are comfortable, to the faculty or outside or industrial expert and all. And continuously take help of mentor and other expertise. I will tell you students why many of the startups are failure. There are two reasons. One is they are not taking a help of mentor support completely. Just once in a while they'll take it, and they will think that they know everything. Second one is they are not identifying the needs of the customers. I have so many plans. What I have in my mind, I am doing, but not whether customer require or not. I am not focusing. That is the students or startups are not focusing. That is a main problem where many of the startups are failure. So you should not do that mistake. Now come to this change of your mind. When this entrepreneurship and startup journey begins, come up with your idea. With your idea your journey will start. Something new we have to create. We should enjoy whatever we are doing. See, while we are studying, it should not be forced students. We should be very passionate, and we should have our own interest. We should have our own unique quality. Your page should be different from in the book. As I showed you the fishes in the pond, one fish is different. You should be like that. Unique quality you should have. And it should be very interesting. Whatever your idea or whatever it is there, it should be interesting to others. And also you should figure out your career path also, what you are actually. And within you, what quality you have. Every student or every human being, you have one good quality. That I can vouch student. Everyone will have talent, but differs from one person to one person. So you should first think about which area you are good, which area you like, and which area you are passionate. That area you focus, then you will excel in your whatever the area you are chosen. And come to the next one, the key points you have to remember regarding this innovation. Once your idea has been generated, after your idea is generated, then you should first see in the market how far your idea you can implement to your customers. After once your customers are you are reached out, then you take a feedback and requirement of the customers. Then who is your target customers, and what you are satisfying to the customers with your service, whether it may be in terms of app or whether it may be in terms of product, whatever it may be. Just I'll show you the small video. You will get a full picture about that. One second. One second, students. I'll share the video. It's very nice, student, this video. Once you, uh, are you able to see video?
Not as yet. It has not started.
Are you able to see video?
No, ma'am, it is not started.
Yeah. Students, are you able to see video?
No, ma'am, it is not started.
Started actually.
No, we are not able to see it over here on the screen.
Okay, okay. One second. I will share. Sir, once you stop sharing your screen, sir, then it will come.
Hello.
Once you
Request.
stop sharing your screen, it will come, sir.
I'm available. I'm not sharing this screen, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Entire screen. Okay. Now just students just see.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
There is no audio over it. Ma'am, audio is not there in the video.
My audio is there, sir.
No, it is not.
I am able to hear.
No, on the screen, it is not showing. Maybe just check it out later. Maybe you can increase the volume little bit. Ma'am, there is a lot of disturbance at your side.
హలో అవునవును మీరెవరు మ్యామ్ నేను సెమినార్లో ఉన్నా మ్యామ్ అయిపోగానే పంపిస్తా ఆ, ఆ. ఓకే 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 సరే Hello, sir.
Oh, ma'am. This is disturbance coming from your side. Many faculties are
Okay.
talking.
Okay, okay.
Too much disturbance.
My students. I think you're not able to hear. Sir is telling that's why I'm stopping. Uh, you're now. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. This is a very wonderful video. Actually, practically, two people has started their business. Their idea is to start a traveling agency. But once they told that idea to the customer, no customer is liking. Then they have come back again. So they have taken a business Canva model where 9 elements are very important. Just I will share my screen. This video I will share you later. The students can see. So once they thrown in the market fit that product, and the product is actually not satisfied the customer in the video. So then they have come up with a again that they you have to think like a story about your business. Then they thought that again they kept their canva on the wall, and they have again what is the innovativeness, why what are the things we have to improve. One, they find it cost, and one, they find it we are not unique. Traveling, everybody are traveling. Then they think, and they both had a research and all. Then they started with senior citizens. Actually, next video it will be there. Senior citizens. Okay, senior citizens, what else? Cost reduction. How to reduce the cost? By adding some of the things for benefit of the old people, where they can buy, or providing some services that is our to customer pinpoint. So they have target customer pinpoint. Again they have come up with a launched a product. Again they got some failures. Again they started with a new canva model. So after that they could able to reach the customer. Then they called venture capitalist. Once their model is ready, now they are market fit that model also, then they need finance, then they call venture capitalist. Then venture capitalists, when they're explaining what happened, even they are feeling some bore, then these people could find the boreness in the venture capitalist. Then they started, no, at a stage we cannot show them, one by one we have to show to the capitalists so that they will invest in our companies. Then they started showing one by one. It's like, I will show you. This is what basic business Canva model, where every student has to jot down these nine. One is customer segmentation, means who is your target customer. Next one is what customer relationship you are having, and what are the channels of your product, how you are going to channelize your product, value propositions, key activities of your product, key resources, who are the key partners, and cost structure and revenue sources. These are all things, if you are able to model your business idea, then your product will be under the market fit. So this you have to go and try, then only this is called a basic business model Canva, basic business model Canva. Minimum where nine requirements must be there for this business model Canva. Okay. Then just I wanted to show this market fit. I already explained you this is we need to find the needs and requirements of the customers, and what is the market segmentation to a specific about the target customers, to whom you are targeting, what is your segmentation of the market. And also you have to know about personas, are very great way to describe your target customers, who are the target customers and to whom you are describing by using the product. This is the video I will share you. This is a basic business model Canva, where you can see the basic structure you need to frame before you are launching a product. After once you framed it, then you need to identify the customer. And under identification of the customer, you have to understand the target customers pain point. That is what is a pain point, where the customer need, which type of product they need, which type of service they need, and why they are finding it a present product difficult. That difficulty we are able to solve. That is what problem statement. Now you also need to jot down what is the age of your target customer, and what is the gender, and are you concentrating in rural area or urban area, or both areas your product is there. For only male you are targeting, female you are targeting. Now your beautiful example I'll give you. Now previously the Fair and Lovely, the target customers are only ladies, only ladies are girls. Then they find it, we are missing the customers of gents. What they added then, they added one more flavor, they said gents also it will be useful. So this is what target customer. A beautiful example I will tell you, brew. So previously, Boost, Horlicks, and all, it will be there only with the half kg pouches or half kg bottles. Then later, what happened? These people are identified the market segmentation. They want to reach out the even poor people or below average people also. How to reach? They cannot afford purchasing half kg product because it is very costly for them. They started with the pouch, 10 rupees. Now every product you can see, students, every product is available for 10 rupees. Means what? They have targeted below income people, BPL families also they have targeted. Means what? As many customers as you target, your business will be highlighted. Now they have identified the pain point of the customer, that they cannot afford it. So these are all many lakhs of examples, or so many customers business are doing research on that, and still they are coming up with new ideas. Next, after this you are identifying the rural or urban or gender or age, then you should create value for your customer, because you have to identify the needs of the customer. Once if you identify the need, you have created a value to the customer. And also you have to see the good market opportunities. So what are the opportunities are available in the market to reach out the customer. After the second stage of that, then you have to find the value propositions. So in the way in the Canva you have value proposition. What is a value proposition is how product meet the customers. means how your product is reaching to customers. Are you giving sales or samples in the malls, or are you appointing for home deliveries, or what way you are reaching your customer, meet your customer needs, or your customer is pain point is high price, now you want to reduce it, what it is. Next, you what you have to see is you have to solve the problem with your product. Suppose you have launched a product, okay, the customer you are using, they are having some problem with it, then you need to solve. And also you have to throw them a unique feature of your product, always some uniqueness, always some innovation, always some new into the product. Can you see the boost now, flavors, medicine you are getting all flavors, and even all flavor, vanilla, chocolate, every product you are finding it flavors. Means what? The customer requirement they are able to assess, depends upon the customer requirements, they are able to produce this many different types so that every customer can choose their product. The chocolate flavor may be not liking with everybody, so then are going to strawberry, vanilla, something. So this is what identification of customer needs. Your product should be just add on to another product, or it is innovative disruptor. What is this disruptor? For example, now you can see cabs. Previously, no, they cannot afford the cab car and all, they have come up with a bike. Now they have come up with bike, ladies are finding little difficult and uncomfortable to hire a bike with a reasonable cost. Then they have started innovating the ladies bike, so that has disrupted total caps market. So this is what, are you want to add with a new product, just innovative, just adding a new feature, or you want to become a disruptor, totally you want your product should be highlighted, that is known as a disruptor. Now come to the next one, you have to know MVP, that is a minimum viable product. Minimum viable product. Always you have to scale down the product version, and also its features should be very clearly known to the customer. Test it, use it, validate it. These three before you are going to launch the product. You have to be taken care about your product. You need to test it, you need to use it, and you need to go to the few people, those who are using. You validate the product, and then you are whether you are moving in a correct direction or not. You come to know after validating the product. And always you just keep it in your mind, your product should be innovative. Your product should be innovative, then only your product is viable to go into the market. Next, come to the, after all this analysis, you have to go for a create your prototype, that is beta version of the product. Here you have to be very careful, students, about the user experience. Very very important, user or customer experience. Once you have to give them a demo, you give your product to them, then let them experience. I'll tell you one example. COVID medicine has identified what they did. First they experimented by few people, first animals they experimented, then after they modified the product, then experimented to the people, experiment to the few people, then after experimentation they find it success in the product, then they have launched the product. In the same way you have to apply to the user experience, and you have to identify the what the experiences of the user, and also you need to set the life of your product. Giving life to your product is a very important for the for a startup business. And afterwards then you create MVP, that is a minimum viable product prototype, as a representation of the product. You create a model of your product so that you come to know the how the look of your product. Next one, Sahil. Next one, you need to simulate the experience of the final product. Now your product has come, you made some changes, okay, you have taken feedback and everything. Then you need to simulate the experience of the final product. What is this simulation of experience of the final product? Get a feedback of the product. You just obtain experience of the product, whether whether they find it easy, the color is good, whether they are able to readable, reachable, or the whatever the applications they are able to easily apply or not. All this is nothing but a final experience of the product. Then after you are experiencing the product, then you are able to
Ma'am, you are not audible. इसकी के मार चली मैं तो फोन Ma'am, you are not audible. Hello. Ma'am, you are not audible. Ma'am, you are not audible. Ma'am, you are not audible. बहन के इसके हटाते हुए मार चली Ma'am, you are not audible at all. Hello. No, it is nothing is audible over here. No, ma'am. Yeah, we have to. Not audible.
Sir, now are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, up to where you are able to hear me, can you just tell?
The last point which you were talking, na, there itself it has stopped.
simulate the
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
Okay. From there I'll explain.
Just start from sharing.
Dear participants, sorry for this technical glitch because I thought you're able to hear unless until sir called up. I don't know. Now just a few more slides are there. I will share this PPT to the sir. No issue. Just I'll explain. Just you listen. That is more than enough. Now the simulate the experience of the final product. After obtain the feedback, then experience of the product, then you have to identify whether could they find it easy, the color is readable, or the operational you are easy to operate on. After all analysis, the color combination, or if it is app development, are they reachable with one easily with rural people or urban people, or it is students. Sir, I'm sharing PPT, sir. 1 second. So just your mail ID, you tell sir, I'll share your PPT.
R&D Naveen Rathi. Just a minute.
1 second, sir. Yeah. Sir, once tell me your mail ID.
I'll forward it to you. Check out in the
Forwarded.
chat box. Chat box, you check.
Yeah. Sir, is there in WhatsApp group your mail ID?
Yes, chat box I'm putting.
Chat box, it is not visible, sir, from my mobile.
Okay, I'm putting it in WhatsApp. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Received, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I have sent, sir. I sent just to share it, sir.
Yeah, just forward it first.
Yeah.
By the time you can continue.
Yeah, yes. 1 second.
Already you mailed, no? That you.
Got it, sir.
No, I haven't received.
Once refresh it, sir, you'll get it.
Already I replied.
Now, just after creating a prototype, that is a beta version of the product,
that is user experience, apply user experience, setting a life of your product, then MVP prototype also is nothing but a representation of your product. Next, afterwards, you need to go for simulate the experience of the final product, obtain feedback, and also obtain the experience of the product, and whether they find it easy, or the product, whether they could find it easy or not, you have to check. You need to also ask the feedback about the color and also readability of it. Whether are they able to easily can be, see, most of the time when the people are giving presentation, light color and light font, so the audience are not able to see him properly. Never should be presentation like that. It should be readable. While any app or anything, when you are creating it, it should be properly visible and readable to the audience or the customers to whom you are applying this. And next, go to the test your MVP with the customers. So once the test your customers about your target market, then you need to schedule time to speak with each customer one-to-one. Always don't speak with a group of people, because what will happen, one, they say that they like the product, automatically everybody comes in the same manner. That's why individually you have to talk, so that you come to know. Test your MVP with customers, sir. Test your MVP with customers. Previous, sir. Yes, yes, yes. So here, one-to-one, you need to talk, so that you come to know the correct picture and feedback about your product. See, this stage is very, very important. You need to spend time and also ask open-ended questions. Always ask open-ended questions for deep learning, because they will tell even their point. Suppose, for example, if it is not open-ended question, what is open-ended questions? You ask them their opinion. If it is not open-ended question, do you like this color? Yes, that's all. So if you ask them which color it could be better to improve your product, or which way you can fine-tune your product, then they will open up and they will give the correct suggestion about the product. And next one, you need to, three things you need to remember: channelize, value proposition, monetization. What is a channelization? How do they find the product? And the channels of distribution, channels of market, whatever you are through which you are supplying the product to the customers, are they okay with them? Or what is the need for improvement of about the channelization of the product? Next one, value proposition. Why did they sign up the product? What is the reason they have signed up the product? Simply by the friend's post, or really they need it? What is the purpose of signing up the product? That is known as a value proposition. Next one, monetization. Are they already paying for any existing alternative, or this is the first time they are paying for it, or they need any improvement for the payment, or for monetary, they want to reduce us the product, or they need any extension? All that you need to identify. Next slide. Next, iterate to improve the. See here, iterating is nothing but analyze the customer feedback and revise the hypothesis. Starting before we launch a product or before any research, we made a hypothesis. After we prepared the hypothesis, we'll also make it. What is hypothesis? Assumption. For example, I invented a medicine. What is my assumption? After my invention of medicine, after use of that medicine, within 3 days, the customer, whoever using a patient or whoever it is, within 3 days, the cough will be disappears, because they are suffering with cough. I am inventing a cough syrup. Now, that is what my assumption. I made a tonic and I have tried it, I have tested it, and it was good. Sorry. Now I have launched it. Once I have launched it, After few customers within 3 days it was cough was gone, but few customers it is not. Then I shouldn't use compulsory 3 days. I need to little. It took 5 to 6 days for few customers or few patients, we can say. Then I have to revise my hypothesis, stating that not even 3 days. It takes some time, depends upon the patient's, depends upon the patient's what we can say stamina. And that is what I have to revise my hypothesis. And also I have to improve user experience. User experience. After using that, how did they feel are they relaxing or what it is? And next one depends on feedback revise. I have to redefine, again test with customers. So I have to collect all the feedback. I have to redefine the product. I have to redefine the hypothesis. Again, I go for testing with the customer. If a customer feels like cost is high, again, I have to work to reduce the cost. See, students, you need lot of patience for to start a startup business. You need to spend lot of time, day and night. You have to work passion. It's like that's why starting I have given the words passion. So you should have a passion to launch a product which will really liked by the customer. So after iterating to improve the product, depends upon the customer preference. Then the last step you have validation the product. It is very, very, very important aspect for launching a product idea to the startup level. Students in general will say that out of the customers, if 40% customers has given positive feedback, then you are a very successful startup and you can launch in a grand scale about your product. And you can say that you are having a strong market fit because 40% has given positive feedback, because usually we won't collect from each and every customer. We will only have a testing and trials. So out of that, if you could able to successful of 40% of our customers which are given a positive feedback, we can say that we can strongly launch our product. I can also launching or rolling out a product in that. Next, you go for brainstorming session and always see to that you should have a difference between nice and wow. Your product should be wow, not nice. So nice is you cannot sustain for a longer time. If it is wow, you can sustain for a little longer time, and also you can make a changes to make it that wow will be permanent. So these are all what students from innovation to the startup idea. I think you all have a idea about how to start up and how business model Canva will be there. Any doubts? You can ask me, students, so that I can clarify your doubts. And sorry for the middle, you have a technical glitches because of it is very far. Net connection is very frequently moving and going. Sir, the students can ask me doubts now. It's a question answer session.
Yeah, on YouTube, I have got some queries. First thing is to have a brief overview about the minimum viable product for the startup.
Yes, sir. I didn't get you.
The students are asking about minimum viable product.
Yeah.
Some students have a query regarding this.
Minimum.
What basically they are looking for it in terms of minimum viable product.
Yeah, here in terms of minimum viable product, you have to scale down the version of the product, features of a product, and also you have to also see to that the product should be moving in the correct direction. See, what is the customer perception? Or according to the customer perception, are you moving or not? Your customer is thinking something else and you are doing something else. That both should not reverse together, reverse it. So you should have a same on par with the customer expectations, and also you have to scale down your product very clearly, the version of the product or features of the product. in this minimum viable product, you have a 3 stages: test it, use it, validate. If 3 are successfully done, you can say that your product is viable. I think I have answered your question.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Another one is, another query the students are having on a YouTube, which I can make it out is, students have a query that whether the customer feedback should be taken before start of the innovation, or innovation has to go first and then a feedback has to be taken.
See, innovation, you have an idea actually. After that idea, you will create some prototype. After prototype means, because you have to little finish the product to take a customer feedback. Prior also you should take a customer feedback, whether can we go for manufacturing product, whether a customer liking or not. Prior also you have to do the research, and after also you have to do the research. Because prior, if you are not doing research, you don't know the customer taste and preference. You have in your mind some innovative product, you are thinking that that is innovative, you are thinking that the customer will like the product, and you will do so much work and so much work. Once you launch the product, when customer is not liked about product, then whatever the work is waste. That's why prior itself you have to do research, and even after product also you have, both you have to do the research with the customers. Am I clear?
Yeah, it is okay, ma'am. I think doubt has been very well clarified by you. One more query is from one faculty member. She wants to know more about the value propositions in your startup.
Yeah, value proposition is nothing but here there are 4 types of value proposition actually. That is meeting the customer, and your product should be innovative or a disruptor. Innovative is nothing but just you are adding a one more feature to the existing product. That is one thing. You want to become a normal, or totally entirely you disrupt the market. That's why I've given an example for cars and traveling agency and all. You want to disrupt the entire market, then your business is very much successful. And also your product should solve the problem of the customers. Your product, with the help of your product, the customer should be able to solve the problem. And also minimum value proposition may, you should have a unique feature of product. These are all comes under value proposition in terms of customers, in terms of innovation, in terms of features, in terms of problem solving. All comes under value proposition. Once you are able to fill up all this, then your product is fulfilled about a value proposition of the customer needs.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Some students are talking about the videos which they have missed out during the disturbance.
Yes. Sir,
so please share that
link.
also.
Yeah.
Please share
Sir,
that also, so
that video, if they see innovation to start up, all the steps they can understand, sir, within 17 minutes. That much wonderful that video. So they can just see and they can start their business.
Okay, because some students were asking.
They want, yeah.
They want to know about more in detail about that video which you were trying to show to the students.
Yes. So we'll have one more section. Personally, also they can contact me, sir. I've given my mail ID and all. So I'm also incubation center in charge. I'm working on startups also. Our students went to Smart India Hackathon Grand Finale. Now they're also working on it. So I will help all of them, no issue.
Right, right.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you all students for your support and good feedback. All the best, and looking for more startups.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am, for a wonderful session. A slight bit glitches today which disturbed the session, but I think it was very well defined by you. In totality, it was a very well managed session. You have taken that business canvas model. I would have loved to see that audio on that particular video which you were showing, because I was very secure about that video, because it is very good and students will come out with some ideas how they need to fix up that canvas before going into the startup. So that was, so anyway, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us your valuable time.
If you're able to do the Canva, they can up to 75% they have done their business. business
ma'am,
model.
just please accept a token of respect and love from our IMT group of colleges. So this is a certificate of appreciation from the IMT group of colleges.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
So it will be forwarded to you.
Yes, sir.
So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you once again. Thank you for
Thank you,
sparing
sir.
your
Thank
valuable
you for
time.
looking more sessions.